We'll continue now discussing some of the Minhagim and Halachot of Sefirat Haomer. There's a commonly asked question, so I guess we'll address it now very briefly. What's the Mashadi Minhag and or the Halacha when it comes to buying new clothing? So the Mashadi Minhag, we'll start there, is that during Sefirat Haomer we refrain. We do not buy any new clothing that requires a shechianu. That's our custom for many, many years. Mr. Basalian mentions it all the time. And the Mashadi Minhag is an item, a nice suit or an expensive shirt or something, an exciting pair of pants that you spent a lot of money on that you would generally say shechianu on. The minhag is not to buy that during Sefirat Haomer unless there is a big sale or you will lose out on this opportunity to buy this clothing at another time. So that's the Mashadi Minhag. How is this sourced in Halacha? So the Or Letzion brings this minhag down from Rav Chaim Palachi, and Rav Chaim Palachi mentions this minhag not to buy any clothing or any new items that require shechianu during the Sefirat Haomer. The Or Letzion himself disagrees and says there's no such prohibition, but Chazon Aveda Rav Ovadia Yosef explains also that it's good to be strict and not buy anything new that requires a shechianu during Sefirat Haomer. So obviously, if we have a minhag that is brought down halacha, there's no reason not to keep it. So although from the letter of the law it might be permissible, it's good to refrain from buying anything new that requires shechianu, unless, like we said, there's a big sale, or you're going to lose out on this opportunity later on to buy it, and you won't be able to buy it at this specific price. For example, at the tariffs, I know someone asks, can I buy this item? It's being imported from overseas. I'm scared. I don't know what the tariff situation will be. It doesn't need to be on sale, but that's the exact scenario where if you delay and you wait a few months, you might end up having to pay 10, 15, 20% more depending on the origin of the product. So for that reason, I said, yeah, you can buy it. And Baruch Hashem, not Baruch Hashem, but later on, there was a tariffs in place that made the price of that specific item go up 10, 12%. So they were happy that they were able to buy it and place the order before the tariffs were kicked in. So that's one example. But buying a home or a new car or a necessity that you need to travel by and live in, obviously the minhag doesn't refrain from doing so. So I know now is the season for people who are new homeowners who are buying and selling their homes and apartments. They don't have to delay till after the Sefirat Haomer. In this market, especially if you delay, you might lose that opportunity. So when it comes to buying a home, you don't have to delay. You can buy it in the Sefirat Haomer. Those are the Mashadi Minhagim when it comes to Sefirat Haomer and shechianu with new items. As Hashem, we should continue keeping our tradition to the best possible way. Have a wonderful day.